5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Let's go one more. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth. So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Mike 6, Mike 6.
Yeah, Liz.
After you. Mike 6.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check Mike 6, Mike 6. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Hey, let's get them.
Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So, Sertion.
Blue 58.
Mike 6. Bring it.
Hey, take 26.
Mike 6.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the 24, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing is Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Yeah, Liz.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling there to make the grab. And the Packers are back within a score. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, take 26.
Hey, alert 3.
Rodgers will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Let's go, fellas.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
51's Mike. Mike 2.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Let's go, baby.
And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
51's to Mike. To Mike. He don't know. We got to scramble.
Throwing is Jackson.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, let's go.
Yo. Double dog.
To throw again is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Rashawn Gary getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rolling to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
51's the Mike, boy.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Cut.
On first down, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Let's go.
A big play there just before halftime. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
180! 951! You got nothing today. You change it. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
13.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
36.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Get out! 51. 180! I got you. I got you. 180! Mike 51. 180! 51.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Now there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
180!
On 1st down, Dobbins looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Another run here with Dobbins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. 4 down.
Play action. Now Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Rashawn Gary. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
Hey, middle. No chance. Hey, switch gears.
To try again after the sack. Jackson.
A slant route caught by Bateman.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Let's get it. 25.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10.
Keep going. Keep running, man.
Packers. Devontae Adams. 73 yards. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up. They're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking.
Quarterback team now. Here's a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
They run with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards from 17 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check Mike 6.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll go again to Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
319. 6. Box it. Hey, check Mike 6. Get 300.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Jones. 65 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You can't block. Middle.
They run once more with Edwards. Edwards first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Dobbins, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
51. Mike 51. You must be dreaming. 51's the mic, boys. 51. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get up. Middle. 51.
Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, Edwards should just about put a capper on.
And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Silver.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off.